Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 1041, Stoke the Creative Fires. There's Stanley. You see him back there looking at me. We just came back in and he just ate his breakfast, so he's way good. He's way good. I got the kitchen cleaned up from a massive dinner yesterday, which was most excellent, using my little grinder to make hash brown sized things for my sweet potato, and that was pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. Stoke the creative fires. What does it take? What motivates you? This is you. And you know what they always say in any kind of business, make sure you take care of the creative talent. Take care of the talent. Who is the talent in your business? Well, if you're an indie publisher, it's you. So when you look around, there's only you there. So how do you take care of the talent? How do you keep the talent producing? Well, you ply them with coffee. You give them chocolate. You rub their head when they do well. And then you take your inspiration and you get it down on paper. You do the perspiration part, taking that inspiration and making a book out of it. It's not all sexy. Writing sometimes is pretty boring and dull. Doing a transition, a scene setup, describing a scene that you see vividly in your mind and putting it into words. I mean, just a few, like 1,000 or 2,000 words of a scene. That's pedestrian work, but still, it's you. You do that. And you're the talent. So take care of the talent. Good job doing that scene setup. Motivation is the fuel for your fire. So know what motivates you. What is your why? Why are you writing? I love storytelling. I love seeing those worlds in my mind. Well, then you've got to take them, the prism of your words, to put them into the mind of your reader. So the motivation. For me, it's the end product. I love having that completed book. I love having that completed story. I love hearing from readers saying they love the book. They love the story. I love seeing the royalties hit my bank account every month. That's cool. Extra bonus months on the quarters. From trad publishing and small publishers. So money coming in, finished product looks cool. So that's what I do. But to get that, I have to go through all this pedestrian work to deliver a full book and plot it, understand it. And I don't want to waste all my ideas. So you don't put them into one book. Get that inspiration, decide how it can be a plot, put it out there, start it. Get something exciting to grip it. I will occasionally use the James Bond methodology. When you watch James Bond movies, you've got that intro, that high action, everything going on intro, and usually that has nothing to do with the overall plot. It's just get your attention. Hey, here's the character, and he does great things, and then they turn him loose on the story, and then you have to know how your story ends. I'm a big fan of knowing that last chapter. How does this end? What is the final wrap up for the reader? How can they be gratified about the story, gratified with the characters, that they've done something that's relatable? The characters are there. They can feel them. They can touch them. They want to go have a drink with them, eat a burger, whatever it might be. But all that prism of your words, from your mind, prism of your words into their minds. So this is the motivation, stoke those creative fires. Sometimes it's not all burn and churn and burn. So I'm impatient about having that completed book. So I write fast because I really want to have that completed book. I can't sit and think about a book for a year because all I'm going to do is go back and forth, and it's not going to be good. The longer I take, the worse the book is. So that's how I work. Inspiration. Yeah. Take care of the talent. Nice job on that story today. What if? What if is a great question. And that's how you can take those random things that happen during the day and turn them into a story. Well, what if that car didn't take that left at the intersection, took a right from the left lane, caused this big traffic pileup? How does that affect all these people in the traffic lanes? How does it affect this? Oh my God, now the ambulance can't get to the hospital. What about that person in the ambulance? How did they get hurt? What about the EMTs? Now they're struggling. How are they going to address the issues that this person has with their training? Can they do surgery in the back of that thing? No. Well, they have to. Otherwise, the patient will die. What if? That's what inspiration is all about. What if? Oh man, Then make that a story. Sometimes inspiration is random. You're in the shower, you think of it. I've got my watch, hit the memo. Well, dry it off first so my touch finger thing works. Leave a memo with a voice memo. It can be random. It's short term. It's something that's right now in your mind. And if you don't write it down, guess what? In a day, a week, you'll never have that idea again. It's gone. Snippets, they can be short. They can be one sentence, and you can make a whole book out of one sentence because that sentence is really cool. It was inspired. So motivation, what stokes your creative fires? Know why you're doing what you're doing. Turn it into a great book. Prism of your words. Not every word has to be inspired. You have to sometimes do pedestrian work. So 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. Yogi Berra wasn't always right. He wasn't always wrong. That's pretty good, pretty inspired pretty inspired quote. Do what you have to do, but know where you're doing what you're doing. Do it. Keep yourself engaged. Treat the talent well. Make sure you apply them with coffee and bubbly water and chocolate and anything they desire within reason. Make them work out too, so they don't turn into a puddle of goo trying to create stuff, because you got to have the body working for this to work. All of it together. Stoke those creative fires. Take care of the talent. The talent is you. And appreciate what you're doing, that you take this one thing and turn it into a book, and people will consume that book and enjoy your world. It doesn't get any better than that. Peace, fellow humans.